video, the cover photo, there you have it. That's the 454 that we just got for the mobile billboard. Cheers. And we got it no thanks to the crackheads down there at AAA that like to rip people off. It amazes me how they treat senior citizens and shit. They just don't care. They just don't care. And they say they do. American Automobile shouldn't be American Automobile Association. Should be Asswipe Automobile Association. Yo, what's up, Big Stank? Daniel? How y'all doing? Man, it's such a tease to have an engine here. And I got some great news too. Skid steer is only going to cost me $500. Yep. They're going to basically free delivery and pickup. To get, because I don't have a truck, trailer, or nothing, so you got to hire them to deliver and whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, I can get the skid steer for half a day, $500. That's tax and all. So as soon as AAA gives me back the money they extorted, or the first or the third, really, I'm going to set up and get a skid steer. I get it for half a day for $500. That's picked up and delivered. Right on, Daniel. With it only being $500, man, I can send you fuel to get here and all when we're ready, if you're ready. I'll be able to send you money to get you here with fuel. That I can do. I thought it was going to be more like $800, but the guy was very nice, very understanding, and said that he could drop it off. I get 4 hours use and pick it back up. That sounds great to me. And I mean, there's just a gas station right down the street, so I can top it back off with diesel and everything. Hang on, I can't see everything. My eyes are going weird this morning. And they stay weird because I can't find my reading glasses. Damn it, Jim. I hate when that happens and I can't see. Worth of shit. Oh well. Hey, are you sitting on my glasses? Nope. Where are my glasses? Are they in my pocket? Nope. I've lost my glasses. Nothing unusual about that, right? Oh, well, looks like I'm going to have to go this morning without seeing the comments too well. Let me look and see if I can find up my backups. Oh, here's one of my backups. Oh, shit. Here's a pair. It's only got one lens, but it's got the lens I need. It's got the lens I need. See how God provides. It's only got one lens. This one's not here. But I don't need that lens. Yo, Nebraska. Good afternoon, Big Stank, Daniel, Michelle, everybody. Look at everybody. How you doing? Oh, that's not a bad price at all. I figured pickup and delivery would be almost that. I asked Cody, the guy that went and got the engine, that, you know, when time come, would he pick, because, you know, you I didn't know you have to have your own trailer, or you got to rent a trailer and the skid steer. So I figured I had to pay for the trailer and the skid steer, and then I offered Cody, if he wasn't busy and the time come, $100 to go pick it up and take it back. I mean, that's only fair. Because you're going to go and get it and bring it here, and then 4 hours later you got to pick it up and take it back. $100 is really fair, I think, to have someone do that for you. But no, they're going to deliver it and drop it off, and then come back and pick it up 4 hours later. And he said he could do me that for $500, pretty much out the door. To me, that's like a sore Peter. That's hard to beat. Hey, what's wrong with the picture here? We got 14 people and 11 likes. I thought it said 1, but it adjusted. Is there 3 trolls in here or something? They've been awful quiet the last 48 hours, man. They don't like the fact we got an engine. Hey, thank you for the 12th one. I would show you the engine, but I can't. I could, but I can't. Reason being is I've got it wrapped up for the weather or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'll do it like this, okay? I'll show you like this. And then I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Now, she's been sitting in the dusty garage, yada, 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 for 3 years. $14 and $12, right on. Okay, there's the overall picture. The distributor, yes, is bad. I've got a new one. Not worried about that distributor at all. Wrong way.
Everybody.
Let me find the next one. There's another shot from the front end. There's that shot. And there's from the back end. It's got the flywheel, the starter, and all. But see, it's a dry. Everything on there is dry. There's no wet. That's a great sign. Hey, and remember me talking about Brian Ezra and how his mom would be upset and everything? Look what popped up today. Where his mom contacted me and asked me not to say anything about Facebook to him and everything. And then down here, he says that he's not scared of me or anything you think you can do. Kind of weird how that popped up today. Kind of weird. But that's Brian Ezra's mom. Hopefully she sees my video here. And her son. And she has no idea what he has done since that. That was before he started doing it all over again. The second time. So I don't lie about nothing. I got proof of everything. I might not have it with me just right on hand. Buddy, everything I do is recorded, photographed, and all that. It's a shame you got to do it, but not tell me, bro. I'm telling you, you should start doing the same. I mean, look at our government, and everybody does it to us. Everywhere you go, you're on camera. Everywhere you go. I don't care what they say. Everywhere you go, you're on camera. Pig stack, eat a pig. Mama, please. How y'all doing? But that's what the engine, and see, I don't bullshit nobody about nothing. It wouldn't take a whole lot to uncover and all that crap. But why? I mean, the picture says 1,000 words, right? I showed you the picture of them. But you never know when you're going to have changing weather. So this is where it is. Boom. There it is. Under the green tarp. See the radio arrows? There's the pallets we used to get her out of the truck. But that's what I showed you in the photos. Right outside my front door. It's a $1,000 bill sitting there. Actually, $1,200 if you add in everything that was spent. I did buy the driver a couple of Red Bulls, and so yeah, about $1,200 spent with my sodas and the Red Bulls and all that crap. Everything we done. Woo. Well, I don't know if Brian's 50 or not. I don't know his age. But, I showed her a lot of respect when she sent that and whatnot. And then Bryson just went ahead and went against it. And I haven't talked with her since, and I don't have Facebook or nothing. But he ought to be very, 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 very thankful I'm a forgiving man and don't come down there and show his mom all these tapes and stuff. His whole damn town. His grandparents that own the church. I'd love to play that stuff to the congregation. You know what I mean? And it probably should be. But I'm on a mission to go get this petition signed, get my ass back to Florida, Arizona. Oh, Will, I'm not really working on it here, but yeah, they're cool because I told them when I came in, the whole reason I was coming here was to work on my RV and everything. So yeah, I'm sure they would be cool with it, but I'm not actually doing the engine swap right here. I'm doing that just down the street. But yeah, they shouldn't have no problem. I told them I was being towed in and fixing the engine and going out, so that would be renting it to me under false pretense if they didn't let me work on my RV. I mean, that's the whole reason I came here, to work on my RV. I told that to the manager and all, but they see they're not, heck, they ain't nothing here. There's nothing here. I mean, it's just a big empty parking lot with people's, and a pole. It's kind of just like out at Awesome Possum, but in one area. You know, you have your little driveway and stuff, as long as you stay quiet and clean, whatever, they ain't got no problems. Hell, I'm going to take that skid steer, and if Daniel gets here, he's going to drive the skid steer and pull me right down the street a half a block, and that ought to pull the Cannebago, no problem, you know, and we're going to pull out the engine, put the engine in. And then hopefully, we start up and drive it back up here, but if time's short, we'll tow it back up with the skid steer. And, probably the time will be short and we just tow it back with the skid steer because I'm not going to take all the time to bolt it down and everything, maybe if we have time. But the idea is to go down and block down the street, swap the engine in and out real quick, and then come back here. Because everything I'm doing pretty much is inside the RV, except when I take the engine in and out. So unless somebody's really they won't even know I'm doing an engine job or anything. But yeah, that's one of the things that I told the RV park. I had to be towed in, and see, all the people seen me get towed in and all, and they expect me to fix it and drive out or get it towed out. That's our deal. And I expect them to live up to it just like I expect AAA to live up to their deal. I mean, before I paid or anything, I made sure they knew I was coming in by tow truck and I had to repair my vehicle. Big Stank, just because it's a lot easier. It'd be a lot easier. I wouldn't have to worry about nobody coming down the driveway or anything. You know what I mean? It just would be easier. There's a big lot down here, and it's only a block down the road. You know, maybe not even a block. But there's a big giant lot down here that I can use. Well, heck, I'd rather take the 30 minutes to yank it down there, yank the engine in and out, and yank it back up here. I'm sure we can do all that within the 4-hour rental of the skid steer. But that way nobody can say, well, yeah, you can't have equipment, you can't, you can work on your vehicle, but you can't bring it. Yeah. If I don't bring equipment there or anything like that, then nobody can say nothing. I'm doing just what I said. I'm working my RV, putting an engine in it. You know them idiots could be down there saying, oh, he's going to put an engine in, he's going to do... Well, no, I ain't. I'm going to block down the road and put my engine in and out. But, even if they called here, would they even care? As long as I don't dirty nothing, tear nothing up or anything, would they even care? Probably not. But I'm just going to take it down the block anyway. That way, if they did care, just like the pallets. They got a bunch of pallets here. You know, we could have just took them pallets and said, oh, well, we didn't know. Can I use them? But instead, Harbor Freight had them. And we just went and got them at Harbor Freight. You know, I didn't want to use something I didn't have permission to use or didn't ask first. So this way, I brought my own pallets. And if they do say pallets here and they want my half a dozen, I'll give them to them. Or anybody else that wants them. I've got half a dozen really good pallets. Right on. No, I haven't got the steel pole, but I'll find that. I guarantee you there's something at that rental company I can rent or whatever. And there's a carpet warehouse place right across the street. I wonder if they've got a spare pole or whatever. I'm going to use this week coming up with the pole and the chains to chain it down. No big deal. No big deal. I'll have the money to do that, actually finding out that skid steer is only $500. See, I can do all this on the 3rd, no problem. I could do it on the 1st, except I'm going to send that $200 I owe to my lady friend. What's 2 more days? I'll wait 2 more days, and I have the other $400 of my check, and I can get to change the pole and stuff. So I've got it all planned out that on the 5th, if nothing else, the 4th or 5th, I'll start putting it in. We either get her done, if everything works out, the 4th or the 5th. It could be a couple days earlier, it could be a couple days later. It all depends on the money. It shouldn't be after the 5th because I get paid on the 1st and the 3rd. The 3rd, I have all my money. If I spend all my money on doing this, I got it covered, which no big deal. I will. So I'm thinking the 4th or 5th at the latest, I'll be renting a skid steer. And hopefully Mr. Daniel and his brother or anybody will come help. I leave that all up to them, you know. I could use the help. I want the help. I'll pay for the gas. But hey, you know, things may happen to where they can't. If I don't want what, Daniel? Oh, North Pole, there you go. Daniel, if I don't want, the pallets? Is that what you're talking about? Hell, brother, I'll give you the pallets and an engine block. And you can either sell that engine block as needing fixed for $50 or take it to the junkyard and throw it off. I mean, it's got some weight to it. That's if you want. If not, well, you know, I'm sure I can find somebody that wants it. You know, I don't want nothing out of it. But if you make it here, I got something to hold them pallets down for you. But see, if you come by the van, I don't think you can fit them pallets in your van. Maybe, but they're pretty good. Well, Mr. Daniel, you be the one getting it. You show up out here, absolutely. I mean, it's worth $100 core, you know, to have repaired or something to someone, or it's worth junk weight. Well, see, yesterday I mentioned that. Oh, yeah, before I go renting anything, I'm going to go over there and see if I could pay someone $100, the company, to come over and just lift the motor in and out. Shouldn't take 10 minutes because it'll be all ready. I mean, even hooking up and everything, less than 30 minutes, I'll give them $100. And if they come back when I'm ready and pick up the new one and set it in, another $100. They may say yes, they may not want the liability, they may say no. You never know. Some of them may look at it as cool, they're making money, they're helping you out. Some may look at it like liability. Me, I'll sign a paper saying you ain't liable for shit. Pick it up, put it in. Something happens, oh well. Question is whether they do it or not. But yeah, I'm going to go over there and ask them. Absolutely. Well. Thank you, uh, Cat Weasel. Thank you. I just I follow my Savior and the Father. I try to do the golden rule. I'm going to treat you the way you treat me. You want to treat me like a crackhead? I treat you like a crackhead. You want to treat me like a human being, brother, sister on planet Earth? That's exactly how I like to treat people. I like to give them a little Jesus when they come by. But thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Oh, there you go, Daniel. But you never know who might want to block or piston or whatever. Heck, I may even give you all four heads just for coming. and don't you'd put them on the internet. You can get $100 each out of them, no matter what. They're worth $100 each, probably more than that because I don't think they're cracked. But we'll talk about that because I mean that's like $400. I know I can get later down the road if in a jam. But whatever I don't want or scrap, I'm going to give to you, my brother. Good afternoon, Daniel's daughter. Well, hello, Daniel's daughter. How you doing? Much love. I've called, left messages, talked to people this morning over there at Triple Trouble. They still ain't gonna call me. They don't care. It's so sad we live in such a crackhead society nowadays when it comes to businesses. So sad. I don't know if that. I think that all started with Biden, but Trump hasn't straightened it up. Um, Maybe if we give them a chance, I don't know. But it's so bad the way these corporations are doing the people nowadays. They just don't give a shit like the government. Government don't matter if you eat or not, that the price of food and everything's astronomical and nobody can afford it. And the companies are like that now. It's a shitty world we're living in, folks. A shitty, shitty world. Well, thank you. I'm so glad we got it. Um, Now, had people not helped me and had that young lady not loaned me that last $200, we wouldn't have got it. But I knew the good Lord was going to somehow do it. And I don't mind chipping in the 250 I did. I don't mind at all. I get a driver around. It's actually my mobile billboard. Um, and if I had it, I would have chipped it in anyway, but I didn't have it. But when someone loaned it to me, that's cool. I had it, I paid for it, and now when my check comes, I'll pay my bill on the first. Before I go rent a skid steer or anything, I'm going to pay my bill. And you know why you do that? In case you ever need help again, that friend to be there again. Or maybe another friend will trust you or something. You don't want to burn bridges. You really don't. You don't want to rip people off. You want to live that golden rule. Do unto others. I don't want to loan somebody something, them not give it back or whatnot, and you don't want to either. You know what I mean? Do unto others. If we did like that, wow, what a world we'd live in. Garden of Eden. But I am so happy everybody came together. And even the people that couldn't financially donate a dollar or nothing, oh, no, no, no. I'm still very, very happy and appreciate the ones, that shared the campaign and stuff like that. That's just as much help as sending a dollar or two. It really is. Doing nothing is what I don't like. But if someone, taps the screen a couple times to give it a like or shares a campaign, they're doing what they can do to help. And I love that. And I understand that because a lot of us can't afford a dollar or two right now. Me, I can't afford a dollar or two right now. I'm owed 1,100, but I can't afford shit right now. Try and spend it. Oh, you're absolutely, Mr. Will. At. Absolutely. I was thinking about seeing if I could find some Marvel Mystery All. Probably won't. I don't know. But I could order it on Amazon probably. I was thinking Marvel Mystery Oil or transmission fluid. But yeah, I want to put an ounce or so down each cylinder. And like you say, turn it over. And then put another ounce down each cylinder and let it set out there. Yeah. And as soon as I can get over to the auto parts store, maybe this evening or tomorrow, I'm either going to buy transmission fluid or Marlboro Mystery Oil and do just that. Cheers. Well, thank you, Cat Weasel from good old Germany. I'm getting ready to do a cheers right now. And this is for Mr. Cat here. Cheers. Ooh, thank you. I enjoyed that for you. Happy holidays over there in Germany, my friend. Me personally, I don't celebrate Christmas, but thank you. I try not to ruin it for others, but it's not for me. But thank you. John's wife is here. I broke down and ate some beef jerky with my beer last night. Oh, gone, that was good. I finished the jerky and still have half a beer that I'll never drink. That's got to go out in the trash today, but I finished the jerky and didn't finish the beer. uh, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought your picture come up and it was John's wife. I'm sorry about that. Well, whoever you're calling an old man Jimmy, I don't know who the hell you're talking to. My first or last name's not Jimmy and never has been. Now, when my first name was Jim, people used to Jimbo, Jim Boy, Jim Bob, and all that. But see, that's not my first name. So if you want to make fun of my first name, it's Four, Four. And if you want to make a real funny about it, because I changed it, it's no longer Jimbo, Jim Bob. Use what it really means, okay? 420 was the time of day that kids got stoned. So my name don't mean Jimmy, Jim Bob, or Jim Boy like it used to. It means time to get stoned Jim. And I'd appreciate it if I could be addressed similar to that. I'd appreciate it. I didn't change my name or have a judge change it to be called Jimmy, Jimmy, Bo, Jim Bob, or any of that. That's why one changes their name. But I know you probably didn't know and appreciate you. Oh, heck, we're going to be in the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday thing. No, hey, man, it's cool. It's cool. And I wasn't trying to bitch at you or nothing. I'm just telling everybody out there, a general conversation, because I get people trying to do it just to aggravate me. What's up, Jimbo? What's up? People I've told before and all. And finally, I just let them know, you're missing the whole point. You should say, time to get stoned, Jim. I mean, that is my name, really. Time to get stoned, Jim. That's the way I look at it. Oh, look, we got some idiot here saying we know you were torn up on that weed. Well, I didn't mean to say idiot. No, we don't tear me up on anything. That would be an idiot comment, is what I meant. Not that you're an idiot, but that's an idiot comment. Show me when I've ever been tore up on weed. Now, if you said that beer and a half last night tore you up, it was starting to, and that's why I ended it live. But I've never been torn up on weed. This weed now, back in the 70s, oh yeah, all the time. This crap here nowadays, in the 2020, nah. Most of this is garbage weed, and they can't get torn up from it. There's some better, but you can't afford it. Oh, he's a great jerky king. Grumpy Old Man, the movie. Hey, no, they've already had that. They've already had that. You're starting to get like David there, Frank. You're starting to get like David. Start out like a nice person, then now coming back with these stupid remarks on me. You know what happened to him, right? Grumpy Old Man, the movie. Ha. Live in my shoes 1 year, and you'll understand if you think I'm a grumpy old man, why. I don't see me as a grumpy old man, but if you do, I'll take the criticism. Yeah. Oh, I better watch what I say because I got all these people. Hey, thank y'all for joining in. I appreciate y'all. And I'll agree, Frank. I am a grumpy old man sometimes. You know what I mean? But the movie they really wanted to make was One Man's Journey. Did you ever see the trailer for that? Did you? I mean, you like stories and stuff. You say, have you ever seen the trailer for the 420 Gym One Man's Journey movie that Atlantic East Motion Pictures did? Have you seen that? Oh, well, thank you. You're beautiful too, Frank. Well, give me 1 second. I'd love to show people that haven't seen it. It only takes me a minute. Give me 1 minute, and let's see if I can do that. Should be able to. Um, Back in 2019, there's actually two of them. I can show you both of them. Back in 2019, Atlantic East Motion Pictures out of Richmond, Virginia, wanted to make the movie about me. We had the title, they had everything. The only thing we didn't have was the $20,000 to pay the actors, the camera crew, and all that to go around. They were going to follow me around and do everything. But we never come up with the 20 grand to do that. But, and a lot of people don't know anything about this. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is turned on. Says it is. Why ain't that picking up my Wi-Fi? Huh. Let me try to do this way. I hate this. Now, how did I find out if that first letter is a capital or not? Let's backspace it one. And, that should do it. Oh. Well, maybe, maybe not. And then I'm not sure whether it's going to. Oh, it says I'm already connected. Let's go back. Um, I think it's lying to me, but let's look. Oh wow, it is going to bring it up. I'm impressed. Let me go back and see what's up, what I missed. Thank you. I'm trying to fight a good fight. Well, hey, y'all asked for stories. I'm going to set you one up here in just a second. Um, and we can take it from there. Oh, maybe I can find it under here. I know a few of y'all, Mr. John, and a few of you. I'm sure y'all have seen it. I think I've pointed them out to them before. Um, but there's probably a few of you that haven't. Well, where you at? I thought I'd see him by now. Okay, another way. The heck with that. Let's go home. Hey, I think I found it. Yep. Now give me a minute. I think this is one of them.
Trailer that Atlantic Beach Motion Pictures was putting out.
This one's the one I want you to see, but it's recorded off of a computer screen. Here we go. This is one of them. This was put out 7 years ago. This was put out 7 years ago. We got to go back to the beginning. Give me a second here.
The Emperor wears no clothes.
All
commerce was carried by hemp and seals. On March 1st of 2014,
it won't let me go back.
30 states over the last 5 years.
I don't know why it won't let me start that over. Hang on a second. Technical difficulty here. This was in 2018 when they made this, by the way. And why in the heck it won't let me?
Okay. Could it be that your mom, being an alcoholic, bounced around?
There we go. That's how we do it.
Foster homes in Florida.
Ah, shit.
Your mom being murdered on.
It's not going to let me start this over. Here we go. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, replay. Sorry about this. The disclaimer. This is the second one.
What would it take to push you over the edge? To sell everything you own but your RV? Tell all your family and friends goodbye and set out to fight for everyone's rights to cannabis and hemp? On March 1st of 2014, the fight began. I have traveled 30 states over the last 5 years. teaching out of the book of Jack Hara, The Emperor Wears No Clothes.
All commerce was carried by hempen sails.
On March 1st of 2014, the fight began. I have traveled 30 states over the last 5 years. Could it be that your mom, being an alcoholic, bounced around in the foster homes in Florida? Your mom being murdered on Christmas Day? Or your best friend standing next to you at your job driving a tow truck that was shot and killed? Being set up on 2 counts of sales of marijuana in Farmington, New Mexico. In 2015, I had a cannabis event at Mount Rushmore. In 2016, I did a march on D.C. It was in 2016 that I was invited to the 34th Vietnam Veterans Reunion held in Kokomo, Indiana at the Howard County Healing Field. I didn't understand why the vets wanted me to come, but I went. And when I got there, they explained to me that they can't fight for the rights to cannabis account. As soon as they mention it, they end up losing their medication or their benefits. So I proudly represent the vets. I'm not a vet, I'm their voice. Along the journey, I lost my other cannabis, the first one, in a fire in Knoxville, Tennessee. But the Cannabis 2 was born a couple months later, and it was christened at the 35th Vietnam Veterans Reunion in Kokomo, Indiana. Now, along the way, I met lots and lots of many wonderful people, like Miles Walker.
I was diagnosed at 9 years old with Tourette syndrome. I'm 34 now.
He wrote the book, Tourette's versus Everyone. There's a Purple Heart veteran, Jeremy Anderson. His story will be in it. Now, along the way, I also met the family of Jeff McKinsey.
How you doing? Of course, my name's Jeff Mazansky, and I've been out 2 years, September 1st. We got the governor to sign and change my sentence from a life without to a life sentence, so I'm not on parole now.
You're going to see a lot about good towns and bad towns that I do. Anytime I encounter with law enforcement, I put them on audio and video. Along the journey, I've met a lot of wonderful good cops, but there's also the bad cops. So along the journey, I give out the good cop attaboy or the bad cop no donut award. 30 states, 3 years on the road.
That's freaking awesome.
Thank you. I love wonderful officers, I really do. I've met a couple, oh, so cool, I can't believe it. You're the first officer to give me a hug. Good cop, that lady.
Ah!
Not too bad, eh? I mean, they did a really good job on that, don't you think? And I'm sure they say it still would make a great movie because so much has happened since then that, but you know, nobody's going to put up the money to make it. Oh, no comments? Okay. What else would y'all like to talk about? That was the best story I could come up with today because that was me narrating. He just wanted me to say on a thing about my journey, and I sent it to them. I wasn't even in Richmond, Virginia when they made this movie short. It was just a tape I sent talking to the air, like he asked me to do. And their editor and stuff, they got all these different clips. Like, that's not my RV. Even though it looks like my RV in a way, out the windshield and all. And the dog over there, when I first seen it, I thought, how the hell did he get a, film of Jackapoo and stuff? But no, their editors and stuff, they got it off the internet, random RV. And I think they did a damn good job putting that together. I wish we would have got the money to do the movie because I think cannabis would have been legal or would have been a lot closer. And did you see the pile that I'm talking about? See, did anybody notice? Yeah, I got a clean bubbler. There it is. There's the gold. See how there's a lot of green to that black? And see, that's like smoking roaches. It's been decarbed once, but when I put that back in the bubbler, it'll be decarbed for the second time, and that's a lot better. That's what I'm waiting to smoke. This is when you take this dispensary crap weed and you smoke it and you wonder if you got stoned or not. This is what these bubblers would do. And you dry that out, then you got some halfway decent potent weed. Just saying. Hey, and I still have 2 bubblers left. I've got to get the sign machine. I'm not, Ooh. See, it's right here, the vinyl cutter and all. I haven't even put it away yet because I want to decorate the last one is going to Mr. John and the one going to Mr. Snaps and get them in the mail this next week. So, and I want to put the names of everybody on my Cash App in a window. I supplied the heart for the Cannebago or the new heart or something like that. And I'm going to put everybody's name in the window. I wish I'd already done it, but I run out of time and stuff. I knew I said I was going to do it the other day and all, but shit happens. It's going to happen. I haven't put the sign machine away. It's going to happen. Peanut butter brittle. Damn it, man. Hey, Mr. John, I didn't even see where you joined. I was busy talking. Well, I got another story today, just like the other one, if you want to hear that story. But it's basically the very first news story done about me. Atlantic East Motion Pictures, their first trailer before they sent all this stuff to the editor and everything. The very first one, what they did was they took the story that Four Corners News did about me, and they made a movie commercial using that. This is the very first news story ever wrote or done on me. Any article that was ever done on 420 Jim, this is the very first one. I'd already been through Arizona, and had the Calvin pissing on the mayor, Flagstaff and stuff. I'd already attended a city hall meeting. This is way back in 14 now. They kept all that out of the hush-hush news. I don't blame them. But I think this one's it. And it's, of course, it's titled One Man's Journey too. Let's see if this is it. I think it starts out with Robert Williams. Yeah.
Well, marijuana to this day from 1937 is a...
Oh, no. I guess they made 3.
No medical value. I want them to go kick in the doors in Colorado. The doctors selling phony prescriptions and the state stores selling a phony medical...
Hey, imagine that. They made 3 trailers. I'll show you the third one after that one. 3 stories today. Check this out.
Our veterans are dying every day, and this can definitely help.
While this movie is on, you may not realize that hemp was the most important product in America and in the world for thousands of years. All commerce was carried by hempen sails. Indeed, the word canvas, as you'll see in the movie, comes from the Arabic word and the Dutch word for hemp, which is canvas. Canvas is the Dutch pronunciation of cannabis.
Mr. Harris, Jack Harris.
expecting that, but anytime I encounter with law enforcement, I put them on audio and video.
Huh. I forgot all about that one, so evidently they made 3 of them. Let me show you number 3 if I can find it. I thought that was number 3. No. Well, where the heck would that one be? Maybe it's this one. Oh, yeah, it is. Here's the 3rd one.
Well, I started this on March 1st at the Farmington Flea Market.
One man, one dog, one motorhome with one mission.
Travel through the United States all the way to Washington, D.C. by December and gather as many signatures as I can on a petition to federally legalize marijuana.
He calls it the 420 Gym Dream.
I literally woke up a month and a half ago and said somebody's got to do this. And I took all my decals off, or most of them off, and started this mission.
And already racking up the miles and thousands of signatures.
I've been to Gallup, I've been down to Flagstaff, I've been to Winslow, Kingman, to Vegas, up to Boulder City, Utah, and lots of stops in between.
So what's his reasoning?
If my 6 grandkids can grow up and fight for their country and die at 18, or they can buy a pack of Marlboro, let's say, or cigarettes, whatever brand, they should be able to buy a pack of doobies instead, a lot more healthier. Hopefully they don't do either.
He also believes in the medical aspects.
Totally. The medical factor they're just figuring out. You know, you could take strains of this for seizures and strains for glaucoma.
And there are more, but you'll need to check those out on his Facebook page. Yup, 420 Gym is on Facebook at Jack-Apu.
Go green, there's no better ways. Fields of hemps again, like back in Washington days. For the movie documentary that we're going to do, we go to Indiegogo.
That's where we tried to start an Indiegogo and get the funds to do the movie. That never happened. But there's your 3 short stories today. I'm sorry they were all about me and boring like watching Rust. If I read right or something, I may have read wrong. I read something about like watching Rust grow or something. What's up? What's up? Watching cars rust. Y'all didn't think I watched them comments, did you? I did ask if y'all wanted another story or two, so I was being kind. I wasn't trying to toot my own horn. This way I got out of telling stories. I let Atlantic East Motion Picture do it. I cheated. Hey, scan that, please. Screenshot it. Scan it. This is what everything is about right here, folks. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Get out of the closet. Add your name to the doggone petition. Don't wait until I get this engine in and down to Florida and we get 100,000 signatures down there and jump on the wagon. Be proud. Make sure your number's in the first 1,000, 2,000, whatever. You know what I mean? Sign and share that petition. I mean, you don't have to just donate to it. Matter of fact, I tell people don't donate to it. I'd rather they just share it. But I need them to sign and share, sign and share, sign and share. And stay on your friends like I stay on y'all. Hey, you signed that petition yet? That's all it takes. But I'm really, really stoked and happy that we have this engine. Next step is hearing it run. Well, the next happy moment is going to be setting it in and out, the old one out and the new one in. But then within a few hours, we should hear it run. So that's going to be a glorious day when we get that set in here and turn the key over. It was last time it happened. See, back years ago, I had to put an engine in the same RV. Same thing, bought it off of Facebook, pig in a poke. Good Lord gave us a good engine, by a person's word. Same situation. Went and picked it up out of a guy's garage that built rat rods. And kind of same thing. Did a video when I got out there, yada, yada, yada. We got it back. We swapped things over, put it in, and here I am 60,000 miles later. So I thank the good Lord and the lady and the people I talked to. I think everything's just like on the first engine. I think everybody's on the up and up. I think this engine is going to run just fine. When we did have that little tumble last night, a couple of feet from the pallet to the ground, because we had these pallets stacked up and that, all it did was put a dent in the oil filter. That's all it did. And I'm going to put a new oil filter on it anyway. So even the good Lord watched out for us when it slipped and fell off the pallet. Me or Cody, either one was stupid enough to get underneath of it or anything, even if it broke something or whatever, better than hurting someone. But the only thing it did was put a ding in the oil filter. And heck, Daniel put more dings in my new filter last time than I put in it dropping it. I'm just playing with you, Daniel. I know you had to move that thing and take that thing out half a dozen times at least. That damn O-ring, until you got that light where you could really see up there. I mean, it would have done the same thing to me. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you didn't give up. And you got the light and found that there was a little O-ring with a nick in it, Heck, I wonder how many more times we would try to fix it until you found that. Oh, goodness, what a day that was, huh? Coffee and peanut brittle. Hell, I'd probably still be trying to figure out how to stop the oil, because I don't know if I don't know. Maybe eventually I'd find a pin light and put up there and find the gasket. I'm glad Daniel did. What was it? 3 times, I think. But 3 times pretty good. I'd probably had to do it half a dozen. No, it was I beg to differ. It was a great day. You figured it out. You got it fixed. Now the rest of the shit, okay. But no, what the old problem, you got that fixed and all. So it was a great day when it come to that. A headache for you, but a great day. And even though you did the filter, like I said, it didn't leak oil. It's not leaking. It's not like, and people don't look up under the oil filter. I'm just playing with you. Hell, I put a bigger a dent in this one here, but I'm changing it. I didn't get a new dipstick tube. They broke it off. I'm like, oh, shit. That would have been sweet if I'd got a new dipstick tube. I mean, the one I fixed is still working. But it'd been nice if I got a new one. You know what I mean? That would have been sweet. Well, I got a starter and a flex plate instead. So I'll be all right. Now I can go turn this starter in and have a brand new one in a box sitting here. Know what I mean? I can go exchange and get a brand new starter and have a brand new starter sitting in the box. But I wouldn't do that. This one I'm sure works, but I'll have my new starter that I just exchanged a month ago. I'll have that sitting in a box. I'm not going to take his flex plate off that engine. It's mashed. It's up to the starter and everything. So I'll take my flex plate off and put it up. And I'll have a spare flex plate and a spare starter. As long as you have spares, you normally don't need them, right? Knock on wood. What kind of idiot does what? Oh. Someone that's not putting it back in an RV and needs that giant long, because it came out of an RV and it had a giant long one like mine. He just wanted, I'm sure they just wanted a standard dipstick on it because they was going to put it in a mud truck. So when they went to pull it out, instead of get that, they just flipped it. That's, whether they're an idiot or not, I don't know. But I know that's what happened. They haven't told me whether I was into the creators program or not. So that I was invited to fill out like an application, which I did. I guess I'll know in a bit of time. Who knows? I mean, if it happens and it protects my account and stuff, that'd be cool. If it's same old BS TikTok, then not interested. No, not yet, Big Stink. I'm waiting till after this, and my stomach's feeling it. But I plan on eating right after this. I do have food, thanks to Mr. John and his family sending me that $50 gift card. First thing I did, I spent it before my birthday. First thing I did, Walmart, I need a delivery. Yeah, it was a couple dollars over 50, but I just chipped in a couple dollars, and of course, me and the dogs get to eat this week. Oh yeah, and I ate a pack of jerky. Yeah, between last night when I opened it, drinking the beer. Oh yeah, I ate jerky this morning. Absolutely, I had a couple pieces. Yep. Oh yeah, but you know what I got? You know what I really got? Where'd it go? I don't have it no more. Yeah, I do. I got this bag I'm saving, untouched. Look at all them big giant pieces. This is for when Daniel and his brother get here, or Daniel or whoever. This is what we're going to be snacking on while we put this engine in and out. Damn it. I got to go a while before, I'll hide it from me. I'll have it. But that's going to be our treat. I'm getting ready to go over to the auto parts store here shortly and get some cleaning fluids and stuff and clean that engine up, get it ready, whatnot. Maybe if I can find some inexpensive glue that I like, start putting LEDs on the Canabeo. But I this whole week, I've got so much to do and so many things I want to do. I want everybody to look at this RV. I want them to take pictures of them AAA symbols and stuff. I want them to look at this RV. And if this stuff don't get their attention, nothing will. I hope to have that mechanical joint made before we hit the road. I hope to have these train horns hooked up before we hit the road. I've got everything to hook all this stuff up. Already paid for. Just haven't been able to put it on here and play with the toys because I didn't know. But now I know we have an engine here. So if I have to wait a week or two to put that engine in, no big deal. I'll go out there and start putting LEDs on. Of course, I'll get this engine unlocked and ready to yank out maybe. Then again, maybe not, because we really need to move it a block down the street. So I probably won't, but I'll have the seat taken out and stuff. Well, no, we got to drive it down the block. Never mind. The day we do the engine, I'll just do the seat, and we'll still get her done in a day. We're only talking an extra, few. Now I can go underneath and try and just unlock the engine and disconnect that. I may see if I can do that. But if I know for sure I'm having help on that day, there's not going to be no troubles. If I don't get help that day, I may end up. I'll still do it. I'll make it. I made it last time. I'll make it this time. Phew! It sure be good to have a hand. Oh no, I don't know about the circle jerky, because that makes me think of the trolls. And the jerky is awesome and good, and the trolls are just evil and wicked. I don't think the two mix. Oh yeah, sitting in a circle eating high, and yeah, cannabis deer jerky sounds wonderful. Right on. Me, when I hear circle jerk, I think of Will. That's what he named my trolls. The Circle Jerk Club or something like that. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, heck, we stretched this out for an hour and it don't even feel like it. I knew Triple Trouble wouldn't call or nothing. You can count on them not to do nothing but rip people off. I think I'll copy and paste the videos that I've made, the shorts and stuff, to the emails of the CEO and all of them all the way down, and just start send them all links to the videos, see how they like them. I want to give them all the free advertisement I can. Oh, I ain't going 3 hours. Oh, heck no, Daniel. I'd be the guinea pig. Well, or we both could be the guinea pig on that. I want to be there with you if that ever happened. Damn. That'd be good, I guarantee you. Put a nice glaze of cannabis butter on there and whatnot. Woo, doggy. It would almost be dangerous. You'd want to eat so much of it and be so damn high that it's just... You'd be in the couch, indica. Like that bacon that Afro man gave me. Tom's lucky I gave him that piece of bacon before I tried my piece. I might not have gave him that bacon. It was just that damn good. And for an edible, really, really good. But it was the perfect everything. Maple bacon, fairly thick, seasoned with the cannabis coat. Oh, man. I could get in trouble if I had a pack of that. I'd try and eat the whole damn pack. Probably scramble a couple eggs and just, that shit was good. And it packed a punch. Shit. Bullshit. AAA ain't giving me a damn thing. AAA, the last I've heard from the crackheads of AAA is until I send them the receipts, they're not doing a damn thing. I don't know the name of the tow companies. I mean, if I did some research, maybe I can find them, whatever, go back on the video and stuff and look at the truck name. But why should I have to do that? They work for AAA. AAA, I called AAA. That's out of my hands. They should call who they called and dispatched because they use them. That's their companies they use. And simply say, how much did you charge 420 Jim? I mean, we used to do this years ago all the time. I drove the tow truck. I'd get a call. I'd be in the middle of a call, and they'd say J9 Alpha, and I'd answer, and they'd say, how much did you charge that member the other day? Yet. And I'd look down my call sheet, and I'd see. It's simple and easy to do. But for me to have to go and then mail them to AAA, what crackheads run that damn company? They don't want to give me my money. They don't want to give it to me on time. That's why they make you put this money out. Right now, it's sitting in their damn banks, their pockets. Someone's making profit off of that money until I get it back. Oh, cannabis print. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. You can get that done in, how the hell can I get anything done in hours? And number one, why the hell do I want a damn check? You want to cover the $80, $100, whatever it's going to be to cash that check? You want to come and drive me around to find a place that will cash that check? I didn't agree to none of that damn bullshit. They accepted cash. They accepted debit card from me. Twice, AAA's accepted debit from me. Once, they've accepted cash. Why the hell can't they give it to me in cash? Bullshit, I could do that in a couple hours. AAA could do it in a couple minutes. Why the hell should I have to do it in a couple hours? It's real easy to say what you'll do until it happens to you. Guinea pig. What do you mean, send me your address, you'll be right here? Everybody knows where I'm at. What do you want to come see me for? Are you talking to me? Or did I miss something somewhere? I must be missing messages or something. Let me turn that filter on. Oh, Delta Air went by. Right, absolutely, Big Stank. Absolutely. They took money off my debit card when I bought my insurance. All they got to do is put that money back on that debit card or Cash App or Chime. They can find out in 5 minutes. Why the hell should I spend hours, day, or anything? And then they haven't agreed to send a check anywhere but Arizona. What the hell good is that? I'm not in Arizona. So no, this can't be cleared up by me in a couple hours. Why do y'all think I call AAA Monday through Friday and tell them what crackheads they are? I can't do this. I shouldn't have to do this. I just don't see how I can do it. Cheers, Eddie. Let's do a bubbler. Hey, has everybody signed that petition at 420gym.com? But see, I'm not worried about AAA right now. I mean, I'd like to have the money tomorrow so I can put this engine in and have food and everything. Oh, I'd love to have it tomorrow. But I don't give a shit if they don't give it to me until I get back to Phoenix next year. It will go bigger and better with a nice giant lawsuit. Let the crackheads keep my money for a year. Look at all that interest they're going to have to pay me on it. I mean, I'll take care of business on the first and third. I'll do just like I told y'all. I'll put this engine in with the money that I get from the federal government for retirement. Screw AAA and jumping through their hoops. Shit. Oh, Daniel, not only am I calling them starting today, I'm going to go down every AAA I can find. Florida, where their home office is, California, where their home office is, and Arizona, where my member is. And I'm going to check into every AAA station and give them a review. And the review is going to be the back window with the eyes saying, I'm watching you. Or a little short story about how they screwed me over. But I'm going to do that to hundreds of AAA. And see, when you give a review, you get points for that. I'm a pretty high person out in a review. If you look at the Walmart one, that one photo has over 100,000 views. Just imagine the eyes and stuff and the right people seeing that and the views. Hell, I might start making money off of YouTube here shortly. Well, I like it. It's different. My cousin was Cousin It from the Addams Family. Not really, but me personally, I like it. Oh, yes, you got to get used to it. You got to know how to eat, drink, smoke cigarettes, or whatever. I don't think I'd smoke cigarettes and keep it like this. It might catch your face on fire. Although I do smoke doobies and stuff, so maybe not. But yeah, it's not for everyone. I mean, there's not too many people that let their mustache get that long. Well, hell, I'll make it down to here. I like it. I like it. No, you all right, Frank. You ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm just letting you know why I don't think I need to jump through hoops for AAA. I think they should realize how they bait and switch people and how they treat older people. And I want to tell everybody in the world how AAA does to people. And if they don't care, keep that money. Let me have no Christmas or nothing. I'll survive. No, I'm waiting on Uncle Fester. Maybe next Halloween. No, Frank, you know me. I just talk in general, and it's not directed just to you. It's just in general so everybody understands where my thought process is. I didn't mean to be like lecturing you or nothing. I'm sorry if you felt that way. It wasn't meant that way. Hey, remember, the last perfect person to walk this earth was crucified. I'm not perfect. So forgive me. You don't have feelings. Uh, right on. Unfortunately, I do. Uh, but you know what? I like it. It makes me more of a better person, I think. Not saying you're bad because you don't have feelings, but I think I'd be bad if I didn't have feelings. Back when I was doing coke and all that shit, I didn't have feelings. I didn't care, whatever. So I'm glad that I changed the way I did. I'm real glad. Oh, I'm hitting the jug again. Hey, but I've stayed off of soda so well over the last couple of months. I mean, I had a Sprite here and there. Like I had one or yesterday, maybe two yesterday when we went to get the engine stuff. But I used to drink a 2 liter of that every day, 2 liter and a half every day. And heck, I don't think I've had a half dozen 2 liters since I stopped drinking soda combined. So I'm pretty proud of myself on that. That's another drug that they don't talk about or label a drug, sodas. You know, they got caffeine in it. Why don't they label it a drug? Caffeine is a drug. So you can drink things that are got drugs in them without them being labeled as a drug. And we're going to keep God's plant a narcotic. See, that's why my mind just goes so stupid. Nobody says you're bad. Oh, yeah. And see, Dan, you even noticed that, Eddie, you know, and that's true. I mean, I used the can for years and years and during this whole mission. And yeah, Mr. Daniel, you know, he got me off the can. It's all his fault, and bless his heart. I could put one of them glass things in there where it makes kind of like a screen, but I don't want to. Every time you put a hit in there, a little piece drops down. Now you look at that. That's not burnt. You see all the green over here and whatnot? There's a little black here, but all that green and whatnot? I'm telling you, that's just like roach dope. Exactly like roach dope. When that dries out, that is just like what we call roach dope. No papers. You don't have to clean it or nothing. This is the resin that the bubblers make. That's the resin that, you know, listen, when you drop it. So with the bubblers, you get some kick-ass gagging resin to smoke it and have nothing else. It will get you there. Or look at the pile of roach clippings I pretty much got over there that I'm waiting to dry tomorrow and smoke. Hell yeah. Oh, and I couldn't smoke all that in a day. That lasts me 3 or 4 days. That shit's kicking. That shit's like getting a lot better stuff than you buy at the dispensary because it's been decarbed already, and now you're going to decarb it again, and yeah, you get every bit of THC out of that. Oh, you ought to get them at one of these bubblers, man. I'm telling you. Deer pellets. Man, them some good deer pellets, I'm telling you. I guarantee you if you could stand the taste and eat these, I guarantee you you'd get stoned off your ass if you ate that like an edible. But I don't know. How nasty. Not nasty really at all. I may have one of these later and see what happens. Should get a nice buzz off of it because it's been decarbed, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've ate worse things than resin. I'm sure you have too. You just might not have known about it. Oh. Hey, I get to take this down for a week. I just thought of that. Damn. Big buses are going and stuff. A couple of the big rigs are gone. This place starting to look like a ghost town. I'm sure people will come in, overnighters or maybe a week person, but now that they're not doing any more monthly rental, after January 1st, it's by the week only. I don't think they're going to get, a lot of people staying. Yeah, no company for me. Damn, that resin's like that beef jerky. I got it stuck on it a while because you can't just, I can't really chew it up. I have to soften it up a little bit before I can chew it. Oh, I have no idea. There's people that got $1 million big rig, like your superstars, Willie Nelson. Heck, look at the one they destroyed. Wasn't it Ice Cubes or someone? It was someone famous. I think it was Ice Cube because they thought it belonged to Ice, and they destroyed. And I mean, that was like a $3 million. Yeah. Damn, that's a steal, man. That's a steal for 10K. Hell, one could buy that. Fucking make that back in 1 year trucking. Does it have an engine? A transmission? An older one? Yeah. Well, that wasn't the nastiest resin I've ever tasted. No, not at all. It wasn't that bad. Now, whether I'd really eat a glob of it later or not, I don't know. I'd put it in something. Oh, yeah, it'd be cool to drive and just, yeah, go out in the woods and make a camper out, make an RV out of it. Well, my friends, I'm not getting nothing done sitting here. And I need to get a few things done today. I mean, I got the engine squared away, covered, all that crap. The only thing, well, I don't even want to remove the driver's seat until I find out when we're going to move it and how we're going to move it and all that stuff. So I think the next steps is to work on, I think I'm going to start tearing the engine down. I want to take the heads off and all that stuff. And that's probably what I'll do today. Or go there and find a glue if I can afford it and start putting the LEDs on. I'd rather put the LEDs on. But I could see that taking a couple of days maybe. Oh man, I've seen them take a semi cab. They took the engine and tranny and all that out of it. They just, took the cab itself, the sleeper and cab and all, and put it on a pontoon boat. And it looks like a semi on pontoons going down the river and shit. Those are cool. I don't know if you've seen one. There's a couple of them. Whoever come up with that idea, that's the shit. That's pretty damn cool. I'd like to have a couple pontoons and put the Cannebago on it and be down the river. That'd be cool. Maybe that's what we need to do. Get me back to Arizona and buy some pontoons and put it on the big lake there. I'd live on the lake. That'd be cool. Yeah, same difference being on a trailer. I mean, I understand. Yep, absolutely. But seeing it go across the land is normal. Seeing it driving across the water is what? Double take, I gotta stir up my black and green gold over here. And stir it throughout the day. It'll dry nice. And tonight or tomorrow, for sure, I'll be able to smoke some of that. Oh, I'm sure it looked different. Have you seen the backwards pickup? There's a guy that built a backwards pickup. The back's in the front and the front's in the back. Oh, yeah, the cops pull them over and shit. But, I mean, it's legal. It's all legal. It will get your attention. No, I haven't looked up Santa's a stoner. I've been so doggone busy. Believe it or not, I've been just, with social media, last night party, I've been so busy. And probably when I get off of here, I don't know. I'd like to take a nap for an hour or so. But I think I'm just going to go on over here and talk to the people at the carpet company. You never know. If I can get a forklift to come over here and help me for an hour and tomorrow, next day, do the same thing, heck, I'll get that arranged and done. I'll come up with $200 if I had to go to a pawn shop. But I doubt that's going to happen. I think I'm just going to have to rent the skid steer and stuff, and that's cool. I can get it and not worry about delivery or taking it back or nothing. $500, that is a good price. It's like that engine. $900 was a great price. $500 to get a skid steer dropped off and picked up, that's a great price. And we have it 4 hours. We can ride up and down the street and, just put a few dollars of diesel in it if we want. We got 4 hours. I can see Daniel and his brother out there playing with it and shit. Well, hey, anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns before I go? Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back at 7. Please make sure you're on the petition. You can scan the QR above my head, or you can go to 420gym.com. Please sign and share as soon as possible. That's very, 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 very important, just like getting the engine was, or putting the engine in. Important. Petition, sign, share. If you like and share and subscribe the videos that I do here on YouTube, I'd appreciate that also. Pick out a spot on the screen. I don't care, my nose, my mole, my part, whatever, and just double tap it. Whenever you see one of my videos, would you please double tap the screen? It tells the algorithm that it's worth being out there to be seen. And the thing with YouTube, everything you do, how long you watch, how many comments, the like, the double tap, everything someone does counts on the YouTube. So if you do them key things, I'd really appreciate it. because it don't cost 1 penny. Just a little effort. My eyes went blurry again. Let me get my spectacles. I doubt I'd take a nap. I said I wanted to take a nap. Pretty sure I'm going to be over there at the auto parts store looking to see if I can afford a little glue. There's a Ace Hardware or something on that. Oh, no, there's the Dollar General. That's where I'm going to go. I'll go over there, and if I can afford a little glue, I'm probably going to put the LED, start putting them on. I can start building the mechanical joint. There's so many things I could do rather than sit here. There you go. That's what I'm first going to do. Thank you, Will, for reminding me that. Yes, the very first thing I'm going to do. Go over here to the auto parts store. If they got Marvel Mystery Oil, I'm going to use that. If not, transmission fluid, it don't matter. But yeah, I'm going to pop the plugs. I'm going to squirt some down the cylinders. And yeah. I may even pop the valve covers off and splash some all over the valve covers and stuff. I'm changing the oil and everything. Marble Mystery Oil, I'd throw it down the carburetor, the valves and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Forget it. Never mind. I've got an engine to clean up and get ready. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon. The hell with the LEDs. Thank you, Will. I forgot all about that. I'm going to work on the engine. Asomatic. Oh heck, it don't matter. You're talking these old engines. They don't care. They don't care if it's the old oil or the synthetic oil. They really don't. So whatever I can get a good deal on, oil filter and whatnot, usually it's the synthetic. That oil change special, that's what I'll do. These older engines really, they as long as it's 10W30, they don't care. But mine's 8 quart. 7 of it will be oil. Whether it's synthetic or normal, I don't know. But the 8 quart will be Lucas. So it won't matter. You know what I mean? I plan on putting a quart of Lucas in it when I change the oil. To me, that's just a good thing to do. Yeah, put a bottle of gas treatment in your gas tank. Put a bottle in your oil. Good way to start out a new engine, if you ask me. What do you think? Does that sound like a plan? Hey, thank you, Will, for reminding me I got that engine to do this afternoon. Transmission fluid would work better? I don't know. You ever use Marvel Mystery Oil? Have you used Marvel Mystery Oil? I don't know about that transmission thing being better. I really don't. I don't know. Right on, Will. Hey, Will, which do you think would be better? If I can find Marvel Mystery Oil, at a fair price or whatever. I mean, if you had Marvel Mystery Oil or transmission fluid sitting on your shelf, which one would you throw in the cylinders and on the rocker arms and all that? You got both of them sitting on your shelf. Plenty of either one. Which one are you going to pick up and use? You don't think I listen to you, but watch this. Okay, I'll buy transmission fluid. No, you got plenty of both. there's a gallon jug of Marvel Mystery Oil to your left. Okay? There's a quart of transmission fluid to your right. Plenty for whatever. Which one would you personally pick up to put in your engine? I know they're both good. But which one would you use? See, I've used Marvel Mystery Oil most of my life, and I haven't used a lot of transmission fluid. Well, we use transmission fluid in the boat industry because I work for Hanson Chris-Craft putting engines in and stuff. Well, usually when someone died or something, that boat goes into probate, all these big yachts and stuff. Well, one of my jobs, was if the boat had to be fogged. And what we mean by that is you go down there, you fire up that gas engine, take the breather off and everything, you run it at a high RPM, and you pour approximately half a quart of transmission fluid down the running engine. And it's the best mosquito fogger you ever seen, because out the back there's just a big old cloud of smoke. After you get that half a quart down that engine, you shut it off. You can pull that boat out 10 years from now, hit the key, and it's going to whoop, just like that. See? So that's all I've used transmission fluid other than transmissions. I've always used Marvel Mystery Oil for seized engines and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you and A there could be totally right about the transmission fluid. I'm just asking. So don't tell me both. Which one would you have chose? Me, if I had both, I would have chosen the Marvel Mystery Oil. But if I get over and it's too expensive or they don't have, of course I'm going to use the transmission fluid. But if I had both of them in front of me to use, I would pick the Marvel. Am I making a mistake? That's what I'm saying. Which would you use? You got to answer this question. Come on, friend. Yeah, okay. Well, see, your go-to is transmission fluid, and Will, I'm going to take your word on that, and I will use transmission fluid on this. I've kind of figured you was going to go to transmission fluid, and that's cheaper. And it can be found everywhere. So I'm kind of glad you did say transmission fluid. If you'd said Marvo, I would have went and tried to get some. But I hear you. They both do good, I think. But A said it, you said it, and I agree with y'all. So, hey. But it could be like the block. Every one of us didn't think that block was cracked, but guess what? None of us is perfect. Only he was, and he got crucified. Oh. Hey, Mikey, I'll tell you, if you ever get pissed off at someone and you want to get even on their vehicle, and most people wouldn't even give this a second look. You can pretty much walk up to a car and do this, and not too many people will give you a second look. Not enough to identify you or nothing. But they may have been a tow company at one point that pissed someone off, and they may have went and got a quart of oil and emptied about half of it out and replaced Comet Cleanser with bleach. Now, I heard it had to be Comet Cleanser with bleach because the bleach breaks down the oil, and the grit in Comet bleach is like sandpaper. Anyhow, you just empty half of that oil out, take that half can of Comet Cleanser, put in there, stir that stuff up, and just act like you're going to go add a quart of oil to a car. Most people think it's your car and you're adding oil. I mean, there's some instances you probably couldn't get away with it, but most places and whatnot, if the door, you can get the hood open, someone's just going to think you're adding a quart of oil, nothing else. Go add that quart of oil. Yeah, not too far and long in the future, that car is going to have to be towed, and that car is going to need a new engine. There's no saving it. It does, just like I said, it breaks down the oil and it just polishes the inside cylinder walls and stuff. It is junk. They may have been a brand new tow truck that ended up having a junk engine in it there in Sarasota, Florida. I think it was something auto body, A1 auto body or something like that. I worked for them at one time. They ripped me off pretty good. Not saying I know anything about that quart of oil. Oh, transmission fluid that's clean. Hey, there you go. Sometimes I do answer my own question, Mr. Eddie. Thank you. But hey, I like the feedback. You know what I mean? Especially it's positive feedback. And if I listen to the feedback, good, good, and good, you know what I mean? I pretty much knew that Mr. Will was going to say the transmission fluid. But I just, give it a shot. Maybe there's something in Marble Industry Oil that would do better. But he says transmission fluid has cleaner, which that's cool. I don't know what Marble Mystery Oil is made of. All I know is it's a marvelous thin oil that's done a lot for me. I've taken engines that's been under the water for months, rinsed them, put Marble Mystery Oil, and in a couple of days turned them over and started them. So I don't know if you can do that transmission fluid. Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried it. I've always used the Marble. Oh, that would be criminal if you did that to someone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if I had actually done that, it wouldn't matter now because we're talking 30 years ago, 40 years ago. This is back when I first started driving a tow truck. Um, statute of limitation was 7 years. If I wanted to claim bragging rights and brag about it, I could. There's nothing they could do about it. But I just happened to know about it. Let's just say that. I may have had a friend back then that, didn't like what they did. Oh, I would hope no one would do that to any engine. But no, my block is cracked. It's not polished, and the oil didn't turn the water. No, and it'd be pretty hard for. Well, no, I guess you could open the hood up and pour it in. Yeah, just like a car, you could open my hood and pour it in. Someone could do that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I don't think they did. Not very few people in the world know that trick. And my cameras, well, they would have caught you, but it would probably been too late. The recording would have been recorded over. But yeah. No, I don't think the troll did that to my engine, and I don't think no one did that to the engine. Like I say, the walls aren't polished. I mean, I haven't even torn it apart. Something gave loose. I thought it was a push rod rattling. Something was doing the tinkle, 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 tinkle inside of a cylinder, I think, right before it locked up. I think it sucked the valve. Isn't that what they call it, or dropped the valve? I think that's what happened. I don't know. But I want to take the heads off the engine anyway. So, when I get done with this one, maybe I'll continue over and work on that one tomorrow. Yeah. 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 Well, I'm right next to a truck stop, so I can go over there and get a couple of gallons of diesel, and I've got a parts brush, and I've got an air compressor, and I plan on. Uh, I don't have a siphoner. If I had the siphoner, that'd be even better. But I plan on, washing it with diesel and a parts brush, and coming back and, drying it off. I mean, that's how I normally do them, and what I'm set up to do now. I need to get the air sprayer over at the auto parts store when I'm there. So you're reading my mind on a lot of this. I'm glad good minds think alike. Hey, I had this little crack girl down there in the Key West. She could suck start a Harley Davidson. That was her favorite thing in the world, was to go down on you. I've never met another girl in my life like that. Most of them, yeah, when you first meet, they're cool with it, but after you get with them and been with them a year or so, they kind of forget all about that, or want to. But they sure like you eating at the Y. But yeah, Joe Lynn was her name. We was together almost a year. I got her out of the Keys, and we went and did the carnival, the Gravitron for a while. Oh yeah, man! I tell you what. Woo, them was the days. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm actually doing great. For someone that AAA owes a fortune to, and my next check is a couple of weeks away, I'm doing great. I really am. A friend sent $50, so I got birthday food. I got a 454 engine sitting outside the door, and I'm doing good and blessed. I know in a couple of weeks I'll have that engine sitting inside here and be driving down the road. So man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I hope y'all are blessed is like me. If you're half as blessed as I am, you're doing good, because we went from not having an engine, we went from nothing to where we are right now. And we did that in like 8 or 9 days. I'm so, heck, if I had the money to put the engine in, within 2 weeks, we would have found an engine, bought an engine, and put it in. You know, here it'd be 30 days or whatever, but I mean, it don't matter as long as it gets done. But I think it's very astounding and amazing that what we did in 8 or 9 days. And I say we because I couldn't have done none of this without each and every one of y'all. Even the people that didn't monetarily donate, they shared it. They shared that I needed help and everything. And they tapped on the screen. They spreaded that. Every bit of that together is what it took, and it helped. And I thank each and every one of you for whatever part you did. I can't express my generosity enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's this thing? Happy, joy. There you are. Yes. They are good people. There's really, really good people out there. There's a lot of bad ones, as we know, but you can't forget they are still good people out there. And I'm very blessed that they're on my page. They follow me. They heard about me. We've met or something. I am so blessed. But I thank the man above for that, because he puts each and every one of you in my life. Whether people believe that or not, everything happens for a reason. Our paths cross for a reason. We may never figure it out. Hopefully, when everything's said and done, we get asked questions about our life if we remember it. Who knows? Maybe our life gets erased and we don't remember. Who knows? I heard so many stories about this. They're all stories. Nobody knows. I mean, you know what I mean? Um, I know we're created, and I love to think that the Creator gave us a way for salvation because there's good and bad. Well, there got to be a salvation if you want to be, in the good. So, uh, by sending a Savior to pay a blood sacrifice, because back in the day, all sacrifices was blood, no matter what it was, a sin sacrifice, whatever, for sins forgiven. It didn't matter. They did the sacrifices and everything. That was their way of pleasing our Creator. Well, we don't do that no more because a person gave a blood sacrifice that paid for everything. And that's why I don't worry about nothing. He's already paid the blood. All I got to do is believe that he paid that blood and be a good person. I can do that. Not perfect. He knows I'm going to go off. I'm going to rub my mouth. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. But, as long as I go back and try and correct things and make things better and apologize and stuff, I bet you I'm good with him. Just try to do better. Try to do better. I try to remember that golden rule. I slip. I slip a lot. Like the other day, I shouldn't have blew up off of that guy. I could have just deleted him. But that devil got into me, and I had to say, F you, and I don't want you here, and yada, yada. That's not me. That's not who I want to be. But every once in a while, that devil will creep in, and you got to keep him in check. We have the devil. They show you everything. Remember the old cartoons, if you're old enough? There was a devil here talking in your ear, and there was an angel here talking in your ear. That's called the Holy Ghost. That's called Satan. But, yeah, that's why we have that free choice. And whichever one we listen to is the one that's going to win in our life. Two hours more to go. Oh, no, I ain't going to go. Nope. You might let me, I might keep stretching it out for 2 hours, but no, I'm not going 3 or 4. I've got work to do. I'm so excited. I want to go out there and get dirty. I'm going to go over to the auto parts store and get my, see if I can get a sprayer. I've got a $10 gift card from AutoZone and a $5 credit, I think. And I think I get one, just one of them sprayers for your air compressor. Probably can get one for that price. If I can, I'm going to get me a spray nozzle for my compressor. Otherwise, I just turn it way, way, way down and hold my thumb over it. Not the way you really want to do it, but oh, good day it is. Hey, you know what? If we learn from our mistakes, that's fine. That's what life is about. Life's a challenge, and learning by our mistakes and correcting our mistakes and all. Yeah, it's a shame when you don't learn from your mistakes and repeat the same old thing, expecting a different outcome. A lot of people do that. They do the same old bullshit, never changing the outcome. So, let me load a bowl and say goodbye. Make sure you sign the petition, 420gym.com. Share the petition. Pick a spot on my face you like and just tap it twice whenever you see a video, would you? Even though you interact with the whatever on the other side, the smile, it don't matter. You need to double tap that screen, please. It sends like a to the, hey, put this guy out. I appreciate that. If you like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube, even better. Turn on the notifications so you know when I go live. I go live at noon and 7 p.m. daily, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. And cheers. What's the definition of stupid? There's a delay in here. I missed that. What's the definition of stupid? Oh, repeating the same mistake. Yeah. You're right about that. You're right about that. And you can't fix stupid with gorilla tape. You ever find stupid people so stupid you want to look at them like a glow stick, bend them in half, and shake them until the light comes on? Shame that's not legal. I mean, I wouldn't want to hurt nobody. Just bend it, fold them in half, and shake them until that light comes on, like, you know. I think they should pass a law where we're allowed to do that. Take off a half these damn warning labels on a coffee cup. Caution, may be hot. I hope like hell it's hot. I didn't buy iced coffee. It baffles me. Uh-oh. Walmart. Oh, it's got to be a damn advertisement. Big savings for holidays. By humbug. Oh, and GoFundMe's finally sending me $14 and some cent, I think it said. That's the first payment they've sent me. I have to go back and oh, here, I can read it right now, I think. They had $100, but they send it to you when they send it to you. And I have the daily send it thing. I thought that they would send everything today, on being a Monday, blaming it on the weekend. But give me a second. Let me show you something. Well, tell you something. Oh, it does this every time now. Tells you it can't find it. Now it says it did. It don't find you the first time. I got to type in a code. This part I like. Nobody can get in it without the code. Oh. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm in. Okay, there's been $100 raised on it. 20 of it was had nothing to do before I blew the engine. So 80 of it was for the engine. Mr. Stapp, 60 for the bubbler, and someone donated 20. And now I don't know. I think I hooked my card up. Yeah, they sent me the troll. I got $4.77 owed from that one, the $5 one, the one that I turned off. You never smoked. Right on. Let me see. They're processing 57.96. Oh, they so far they said they've transferred 38.24. They owe me 57.96. Now let me go over to my Chime and see, because see, I never got no Chime notification. That's cool if they put money in my bank and I don't know about it. I wish more would do that. Hillbilly Kush. Shit. I don't remember. What is... funny. Damn it. I don't know how you find your last transactions. I have no idea why GoFundMe does what GoFundMe does. No idea. But I just read off what, it said. Yeah, they did actually transfer. I like Cash App where you can see I'd like to, on Cash App, I can hit one button and see transfers in, transfers out, all that crap. I don't see nothing on here. No, it's not a ripoff. It's just you don't get it as soon as people donate and stuff. That's why I was saying for people to use a Cash App. But like the troll sent $5. Well, after PayPal processes it, I get $4.77. And it can take 3 to 5 business days to hit my account. That's just what it is. You can either use the GoFundMe like everybody told me to do and accept their terms and do it that way, or you can't do it. I mean, you don't get a choice. You don't get a choice. They should pay me every day. Like if somebody donates today at midnight tonight, they should pay it out tomorrow, but then it can take up to 3 business days to get. It's usually 2 days. When someone, like if you made a donation today, I'll probably get it in 2 days. But if that's the only way you can get a platform to help and whatnot, I mean, what can you do? Find a different one, maybe, I guess. Oh, Cash App's definitely the way to go. Or Chime. Maybe PayPal. I don't know. PayPal ripped me off years ago. I don't know if I still have PayPal, if I could join or what. I need to check into that because that damn Chinese app owes me $70. And if I become a creator, get in their program, I might make a little money. So, yeah. Well, hey, friends, let me get out of here. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. The dogs, getting ready to go, Daniel, but hey, sorry. The dogs love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see y'all at 7 o'clock. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Got to go clean an engine and get it ready. Peace out.